Hey guys, what's up? This is Dr. Rahul Grover. Today we are going to discuss pre-op planning for step-cut osteotomy for cubitus varus or cubitus valgus, as I have this cubitus varus case lined up for tomorrow. So I have tried to make a video in order to tell you guys that that's how you do pre-operative planning a day before uh, going for the surgery, because failing to plan is a planning to fail. All right. So yeah, first of all, you have to do an X-ray done of arm with elbow, along with some part of forearm of the affected side. So in this case, it is the right side. Now you have to get a 100% magnification view, or you also call it as a true magnification view. All right. And in this case, you have to get an X-ray done in AP view with full extension. Right. So this is an AP view in full extension. All right. Now what you have to do is, in this view, you first have to mark 2 points in the humerus side, one this one and another this one and this one. Then you have to join them, and you have to mark their midpoints as I have done it here. And passing through their midpoints, you have to extrapolate that line proximally as well as distally. It will function as the axis of humeral shaft. All right. Now this thing you have to repeat in the forearm as well. Now here you have to take 1 point on the radial side, and uh, 1 point on the ulnar side. Right. And similarly you have to do this, and then you have to join the lines horizontally and take a midpoint on both the lines. Then you have to join these two midpoints above and below and extrapolate this line above and below. Now these two lines will meet at this point. Right. You have to measure this angle. So in my case, it turns out to be 20-degree varus. Right. So normally normal carrying angle is 5 degrees to 15 degrees, with females on the higher side, males on the lower side. Right. So in this case, this is 5 degrees to 15 degrees of valgus. So in my case, it is 20-degree varus. So let us say he has 8 to 10 degrees of valgus on the normal side. So what deficit do we have here is, we have a deficit of around 28 to 30 degrees. That means this much correction we need. Now we'll superimpose our X-ray with a butter paper. I did not have a butter paper, so I used a simple A4 sheet. Now what you have to do is, when you superimpose it, you have to mark the boundaries of your bone like this. I've done it with the pencil, as you'll see down. So I've done it with the pencil here, right? And then you will mark a joint line. Now why we have done this is, because you have to take a parallel line, this one, just 0.5 centimeter to 1 centimeter above your olecranon fossa. This is olecranon fossa, and this is just, you have to mark using your butter paper or simple A4 sheet. Then you have to make a cut through the line that you have just drawn. Right. So, and this line, as I've already told you, they should be parallel to your joint line. Right. Now what you have to do is, you have to rotate the lateral sorry, you have to rotate the distal part laterally, right? So this is what I have done. I have rotated the distal part laterally, as you have seen in the image, so thereby creating a space here, this space, right? Then after rotating it laterally, you have to translate medially, as I have done in the image shown here. Alright, so as you translate medially, so this border comes in line with the this border of proximal part, and this is distal part, and you have to do it till now. Here the role of eyeballing comes. What is eyeballing? Eyeballing means you have to see whether the limb is aligned or not. So here it is almost aligned. Right. So here there is a work of eyeballing, and this is what the significance of eyeballing is there in specifically inside your operation theater as well. So you have to do it till you think or till you feel that it has come in the straight line or it has gone into 4-5 degrees of valgus, right? And in fact you have to compare it to opposite side as well intraoperatively. This we are talking about intra, right? So now as you see here, you will have a overlap of this part. This is called as overlap triangle, right? As I've shown in this image with a close up, this is the overlap triangle. So now this is what we were looking for. This triangle is what we were looking for. So now we'll cut out this triangle, right, with the help of a scissor. So now I have cut out this triangle and this deformity is corrected, and you'll be happy to know that this angle that's shown here or here, this angle shown here is actually 20 degrees when you measure it with the help of goniometer. So this is equal to the deformity that the patient has, right? Now this is the x-ray of normal side. So normal side has 10 degree valgus, so that means I have around 30 degrees to correct. So now this triangle will help you make the cut while intraoperatively. So what is the use of this triangle? Now you have to make a metal triangle. You can use simple aluminum foil that is easily available in your hostel mess or at home, right? So simple aluminum foil, make a triangle out of it, then keep that triangle and or give that triangle for autoclaving, right? And after autoclaving, then you have to use it intraoperatively to do osteotomy, right? So this is it, guys. Pretty simple pre-operative planning for this cubitus varus case. uh, Similar is the thing, or even opposite is the thing for cubitus valgus, right? So this was step cut osteotomy. I have read this technique from an article by Dr. Kim, who has described, it was published in JBJS, who has described this osteotomy and this method very nicely, but it is given in a bit complex manner. I've read it and I've discussed it with my seniors. So that's why, after understanding this concept, I tried to make a video so that knowledge can be shared. Thank you.